is Guy. He fell in love with Cait.
I came across her modelling profile. I was like, wow, she's beautiful. I want to try and date her. And spiraled out of control from there.
And they have started working together on Cait's OnlyFans career.
Let me know if it shows too much or not. There you go.
But with Cait being 3'9" and Guy 5'9", some people don't believe their relationship is genuine.
There is this narrative that people like me cannot get a guy like Guy. So it was a bit bizarre for everybody.
And it's not just their friends who doubted their love.
My parents were very unsure.
We were concerned about his relationship.
I think it's easy to pretend you're something you're not.
We're about to do a shoot for OnlyFans, which is a recent thing I've started. I've been a content creator for about 4 or 5 years now, and we thought maybe going over to like OnlyFans would help bring in an income. And it's not like I do the typical nudity or anything like that. It's just what I do on Instagram, but people pay for it. Hi, I'm Cait. I'm 22 and I'm a model, fashion blogger and student. I have achondroplasia, which is a form of dwarfism. There is a lot of people who fetishize dwarfism, obviously, as it's quite different, and the 2% of my following that will comment. And I've got to be so careful to not interact with it, but at the same time, if I do not, I'll lose a following on OnlyFans. Guy is actually the one who suggested it.
You ready, Cait?
Yeah, just come in.
I'm Guy, I'm 32. I'm a marine engineer, but I'm also a motorcycle racer. Let me know if it shows too much or not. You are a beautiful small girl, and it was like, you are quite different and you got a unique selling point there, all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's a potential there. Ready?
Yep. We looked at OnlyFans and we saw like how much people were earning, and we thought, why not?
Right, there you are, you're beautiful, Cait. Just throw yourself around a little bit. That was it.
Yeah. Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. I think that's one of my favourite shoots that we've done so far, actually. Like, the confidence is there.
Yeah, you look a beautiful lady there.
Thank you.
I like it that you see yourself as a proper lady, you know, and you like dressing up. And I wouldn't be okay with anything distasteful or pornographic, and a lot of people ask to see things like your boobs and stuff, but that's not going to happen.
No, no.
You know, it's not what it's about, really. It's more about just glamour modelling. Everyone has what they like, so I do prefer like smaller women. I don't think I'd get one as small as Cait, you know, maybe 4'6" or something. But yeah, I like to do things by extremes. So this was Cait's first OnlyFans shoot, which is not as easy to do as it sounds. Trying to find a basketball course that fits her is very difficult, but I worked out that you could get old lady pop socks, which just happened to be the right size for Cait's feet. So that is like, when I found that, I was like, yes, we've got something here.
There's always sort of a way to everything as a little person.
Guy, how did you first meet Cait?
So I was working in the south of France in a shipyard for a yacht, and I was in my bunk just scrolling through social media, and I came across her modelling profile. I was like, wow, she's beautiful. I like the look of that. I want to try and date her. And I sent you a friend request. You accepted the request eventually after like 9 weeks.
Mm-hmm. I thought it would be silly not to message him. He's very attractive. His profile picture at the time was him on a yacht, no top on. I looked at his profile 4 times to know he had a good history, and so I was like, yeah, why not? We went on a date in Bristol, and I stayed overnight.
So and then it sort of just spiraled out of control from there.
Some of my friends were worried that Guy was like exploiting me in some way or another. No way, he seems too good to be true. This photo on this yacht, they didn't believe me at all. They were quite concerned that he was like a Tinder swindler on Facebook.
And because you're disabled, I think that some of them thought that they were better than you.
Yeah.
And it's not. You are a beautiful young woman. It's quite an obvious reason why I was messaging you.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of judgment on that end. Out of protectiveness, of course, but it's still a form of judgment. Yeah. There is this narrative that people like me cannot get a guy like Guy. So it was a bit bizarre for everybody. You got me pretty quickly.
Yeah, within 9 months I'd given you everything I offered.
Yeah.
The cottage, the dog, living with me, within 9 months.
I think Guy is probably my first love, because you've taken me seriously, you've and everything that's ticked all my boxes. Whereas previously, my first long-term relationship didn't end that well.
Okay, gone. We're on display, and sometimes I have to stand up for you, and you get unusual people staring or taking pictures or following, and if you're going to date something small, you've got to be, okay, that's going to happen, and sometimes you're going to have to tell someone to step back a bit, you know.
So anytime I'm out, I will be looking at people's phones to see if they're pointing towards me. It makes you really paranoid. It's horrible and it makes you feel like an animal. Yeah, it's almost like quite suffocating and horrendous, really, when I'm just trying to do something normal.
But I have told people off before, where you've been stalked and followed.
Yeah, like he's very protective and he will just go up, no sort of qualms about it. It's quite nice to have somebody be that protective.
I've always tried to give Cait the confidence to dress like nicely and sexy in nice tight dresses, and to dress up properly like you want to dress up, which can attract people who are just blown away when they see her, and people will follow you and they will stalk you and they will try and touch you.
Thank you.
Sometimes it's the first time I've ever seen a little person, especially a beautiful little person. It's not just that you're small and you're beautiful. I think that's why the OnlyFans is so successful.
My mum, bless her, she hasn't treated me any differently to my brother, but I know there is that extra layer of wanting to protect me. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you?
Well,
Yeah. Mum, how are you?
Good, darling.
My parents were very unsure. So when you first heard I met somebody online on Facebook, what did you really think? Be honest.
Worried.
Yeah? Why so?
we were concerned about his online relationship meetings or not being able to judge a person via text or
profile picture. I think it's easy to pretend you're something you're not.
Obviously, before they met him, they had the doubts. They were very wary. They had researched his Facebook. They wanted to know.
They researched my Facebook?
Yeah, you knew they did.
Well, I was in there about 10 years ago, so we drinking.
They probably did. My mum loves a good Facebook stalk.
Some interesting
bless
stuff
her.
there. Hello, family.
Hello, guy.
Hi guys.
So what were your main concerns when you found out that a random seafarer had contacted her out of the blue on Facebook?
That she was going to disappear out to sea somewhere. I've got a little bit of trust in you and what you do, but
Thank you.
it might have been an okay thing, which luckily enough it turned out to be an okay thing. You just seemed like the boy next door. Yes, we had a good positive feeling very soon after you walked into our house.
Alright, thank you so much for your input.
We love you.
Love you very much.
Love you too. Bye. Thank you. So how do you think that went?
Considering it was your father, pretty well. Yeah, it was more important than with an average height person for them to know I was okay, and I was quite keen to come down and meet them as soon as possible so they knew I was genuine. You changed my life because you made me realise that I could have a romantic relationship and be in love with somebody. I did not expect to fall in love at all, and it just happened. It was like a fairy tale story, really.
I think you've helped me sort of life-wise. I feel like I could be a woman. You've really built my confidence.
Oh, good.
Thank you. Life's chaotic, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And please don't change. I'm a bit emotional.
So that was true, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You say that you're lucky. I mean, no. I can't believe how lucky I am that I've met you.